Hello, I'm Regis. Welcome to this video. Today, we are going to spend some time together for the presentation of the AutoTuner tool. This video will be audio dubbed, so you have the possibility of seeing the translated version at the bottom of the video. To help you navigate through the video, we have established a chapter system which allows you to move from one step to the next more quickly if you wish to do so. Before we dive in, let's talk about AutoTuner. It was launched in August 2017 by a small team of 4 or 5. Now we're 60 strong. We are present in more than 50 countries worldwide through a network of resellers. The AutoTuner tool allows to read and write the data of the ECU and the gearbox in binary format. We also offer diagnostic solutions such as data logging, as well as reading and clearing fault codes. Furthermore, we make it a point of honor to provide you with all these solutions in a fast, intuitive, and easy-to-use interface. If you're watching this video, you've either already ordered your tool and are waiting for it, or you plan to buy it and are curious to see what's inside the box. So the box appears like this. The packaging, by the way, has recently been redesigned to optimize the volume and therefore reduce the shipping costs. We work exclusively with DHL for all shipments across the entire world. The box you'll be receiving will look like this. You will obviously find the suitcase as well as a goodies box. So it's a box where we always prepare a few surprises. So I won't be showing you what's inside right now. So let's begin with the suitcase. On this particular suitcase, you will find a serial number. The serial number is clearly mentioned on a label. You'll need to remember the serial number to link the tool to your account. So this is what an AutoTuner case looks like. You can open it here using its 2 opening mechanisms. You have a small welcome card. So let's begin with the AutoTuner tool, which is a classic aluminum AutoTuner housing. The housing features various connectors. On the left side, you will find the 12-volt power connector, as well as 3 status LEDs, the Ethernet connector, which is not yet in use at this particular stage, and the USB connector, which is a reinforced USB connector. On the right side, you will find 2 DB15 connectors. The first one, a DB15 OBD, is specifically for the OBD cable. The second connector, a DB15 boot, is designed for both the boot cable and the universal cable. For your information, both the orange cable and the black cable can be utilized for bench operations. However, it's important to note that only the black cable will be used for boot mode. One specific point, the orange universal cable connects to the OBD connector. Anyway, you can go wrong because there's a foolproof design, and besides, it's explained step by step in the app. So that's it for the tool and its connectors. Here you'll find the AC power supply. This power supply comes with different adapters for various countries. So we have the UK, European and American adapters. An Australian adapter is also available if you need it. Inside this compartment, located here on the right, you'll find the complete set of cables that allow you to connect the AutoTuner directly to the car, or alternatively, to the engine control unit. So right here we have the very first cable, which is the standard OBD2 cable, designed to connect directly into the vehicle's OBD2 diagnostic port. So it's the most commonly used. Next, you have 2 other cables, the black universal cable and the orange universal cable. These 2 cables are quite similar, with the main difference being that the orange cable also offers a connection known as K-line, whereas the black universal cable only supports CAN. This might seem a bit complicated to you right now, but rest assured, the use of each cable is documented directly within the software. The software is able to tell you whether you should use the black cable or the orange cable and how to plug it into the engine control unit. Also, you'll find a USB cable in the case, which allows you to connect the AutoTuner to your computer. Here, we have a USB-A cable, but a USB-C cable is available as an option for newer computers. You can also find as an accessory a set of banana to spade or banana to banana cables that allow connecting the universal box to the engine computer. So this is for a boot type use, which is becoming increasingly rare. Just a reminder, no stress, everything is explained in the software step by step. In the case, you also have what's called a BGA hook. Caution, it's very fragile, so handle it carefully. It allows you to make a connection on BGA type processors. So you'll be able to connect to a pin located underneath the processor. It's quite practical for this kind of manipulation, but rather rare given that boot mode is a less and less used method for reading and writing engine control units. Finally, we finish with the USB key. So the USB key is very simple. It contains a link that allows you to download the AutoTuner software so you can install it on your computer. And that's exactly what we're going to do together now. Please note, AutoTuner is exclusively compatible with Windows. So you should know that the tool comes in 2 versions, a slave version and a master version. There's no difference in terms of accessories provided or physical appearance between a slave and a master version. The only difference is that with the slave version, you'll read files encrypted for a specific master. you will not have the opportunity to obtain the unencrypted file or to modify it yourself. With a master type tool, you can therefore read and write engine control units, obtain an unencrypted file, modify it yourself, or entrust it to any file supplier. So if you do not intend to modify your files yourself, you can certainly choose the slave version. So the first step when you receive your tool at home is to link the tool to your AutoTuner account. A quick tip, create your account in advance, go to autotuner.cloud, create an account, it's free, it's very simple. And so once you receive your device, you'll simply need to establish the link between your device and your account that you've already created. Therefore, to connect your device to your account, you will require the software that is pre-installed on the USB stick, or you can download it directly from our website. You will also need the USB cable and naturally the device itself. So to begin, you can insert the USB stick into your computer. On the USB stick, you will then find a start link. If you double click on it, you'll be automatically redirected to the AutoTuner website to proceed with the software installation. From there, you simply follow the various steps. So the first thing you need to do is connect the tool to your computer. Then you simply click on the next button and you can download the necessary software. And you can simply double click on the software to proceed with its installation. So once you have successfully installed the software, you then double click on the AutoTuner icon to launch the application. It will automatically detect the tool that you have connected via USB. When you first receive the tool, it is activated but not yet linked to your personal account. Therefore, you will see a window that prompts you to link the tool to your account. This process is very straightforward. If you haven't created the account, you can click on register. You will be redirected to AutoTuner Point Cloud to create it and then proceed to link the tool to your account. If you have already created an account, you click on I have already registered and you continue. Then you click on link my tool to my account now. You will be redirected to your default browser. If you're already logged in, it's quite straightforward. It will ask if you wish to link the tool to your organization, and then you simply click to confirm the link, and then the tool is automatically linked to your account. Why is a link requested between a tool and an account? It's because in the future, if you need assistance, it's important to be able to identify the tool's owner. And so from the start, an AutoTuner cannot be used if it's not linked to a specific customer account. Once that link is made, you can click on My Devices and you will find the tool you just linked to your account. At that point, you can give it an internal name. I can modify the validity of the slave files, and you can also customize your application design. You simply need to assign what we call a branding to your tool in order to personalize it. The AT Cloud interface also allows you to list all the data logs recorded with your various devices and to view them. It also allows you to submit a support request by clicking on the support button, which puts you in direct contact with our team. In the Toolbox tab, we also offer a reference search system for Bosch calculators, which allows you to find the commercial reference based on the technical reference starting with 0261 or 0281. If you have a master tool, you also have the ability to decrypt and encrypt your slave files. AutoTuner's main advantage is that there's no subscription. Anytime there's an update, you get it automatically and free of charge. AutoTuner is already compatible with over 20,000 vehicles and more than 600 engine and gearbox ECUs. We primarily focus on cars, but we also make motorcycles, tractors, and trucks. You can check the latest version of our compatibility list on our website. We provide near weekly updates to keep you at the cutting edge of compatibility. If you need help during installation or when using the AutoTuner, our support team is at your disposal. They speak more than 7 languages and are very responsive to help you use the tool in the best conditions. The AutoTuner tool is covered by a 5-year warranty starting from the tool's activation date. During this warranty period, we offer a repair or replacement system if you encounter any issue. The tool was entirely developed in-house by our team. In addition to the 3 read and write methods, we offer 2 diagnostic solutions. First, there's data logging, which allows you to measure the evolution of engine parameters in real time. You can also use the feature we call DTC, which enables you to read and clear fault codes on the engine control units. In general, it is always recommended to read the error codes before reading and writing to the vehicle, and also to read the error codes after the operation to ensure everything is in order. Data logging allows you to see how the vehicle reacts after the changes made to the engine control unit data. So we're going to now take a look together at all the features of the AutoTuner software, which allows you to operate the AutoTuner tool. On the main screen, you therefore have two distinct sections: the main button, which allows you to select a vehicle, and then an engine control unit to proceed with either a read or a write operation. You also have access to the history of the last 5 vehicles that you have previously selected. Within the menu, you will find various entries. You have the option to view the latest news regarding AutoTuner, specifically the most recent protocols that we have developed and integrated into the tool.
You see that we actually have quite a number of new things.
You have a direct link to view data log recordings, which will take you straight to your AutoTuner cloud in the data log section. Here, you will find all the data logs recorded with your various devices. When you open a data log to view it, you can select or deselect measurements in the legend on the right to display or hide specific data. You can also zoom in and out on the graph and view the values in a table format. You also have a button that allows you to refresh the list of supported control units. If an update has been made available and the tool was already running, you can click this button to refresh the list of compatible vehicles. You also have a function to export an error file. This information is helpful if you encounter an issue, as it assists our support team in analyzing the situation and helping you resolve the problem. You'll also find a convenient link to our frequently asked questions. This section is organized into various thematic categories. And then you have the option to set a different language within the software, and you'll need to restart the application for the language change to take effect. The software is also equipped with a dark mode. So for those of you who prefer a dark mode, you can simply click on the icon right here to switch and alternate between the different display modes. We also have a version available that allows you to reduce the animations for computers that might be a bit slower in their overall performance, and a specific feature that enables you to mute the sound, because certain sounds are played during playback to notify you that the operation has been successfully completed. So let's now return to the primary operation, which is known as vehicle selection. At this point, you first need to choose the specific type of vehicle you wish to read. If you proceed to click on the cars, you will then be presented with a comprehensive list of brands that are fully supported by AutoTuner. Let's take a BMW as a clear example. When you get to the BMW brand, you'll find all the models described with their specific version. You can also type directly on the keyboard. If I type 7, I'll go to the 7 series. If I type M, it will take me directly to the first M. If you want to switch to gearboxes, you click here and the list will adapt, showing you only the vehicles for which we offer gearbox reading. Once you have selected the model, you can click on the engine that corresponds to the vehicle you wish to process. So we're going with an 18D, and then you'll see the list of methods we offer for this calculator. Sometimes there's just one, sometimes there are 2, sometimes there are 3. And then also the diagnostic methods are shown in the second part of the screen. So here we can see that we provide reading and clearing of fault codes according to the OBD2 standard, and we also offer data logging capabilities. Once you have selected a method, a button will appear on your screen labeled Instruction. If you click on it, you'll get a complete set of instructions for, firstly, connecting the ECU to the AutoTuner tool, and secondly, showing you where the engine control unit is located within the vehicle. Here, a photo shows you the ECU's exact location in the engine bay. You have all the necessary accessories that are required for reading this engine control unit, and you finally have the complete wiring diagram, whose colors, obviously, correspond to the colors of the universal cable that I showed you previously. If the ECU is not positioned in the correct orientation, we provide a function that allows you to reverse the ECU's diagram to help you more easily locate the pins that need to be connected. As anticipated, you can see here that we guide you on the specific cable to use. You have an animation that shows you here that it's the universal black cable that you must use to read this ECU. We are going to start with the demonstration in OBD. So to perform a read or a write in OBD, you need the USB cable and the OBD cable. Regarding OBD, on the vehicle side, we strongly emphasize the crucial need to install a battery charger throughout the entire operation to maintain a consistently high battery charge level. We're going to concretely see together how this process unfolds. So the remainder of the operation will take place inside the car. Here I'm going to select the vehicle that we want to read out. It's an ODS 38Y. I find it here with the 2-liter TSI engine. Here I only have the OBD operation available. I'm going to click on OBD. You see I have a blinking instruction button, which allows me to locate the diagnostic port for people who don't know where it is on this vehicle. So I can display the image full screen. On some vehicles, it also shows you the procedure that allows you to keep the ignition on throughout the entire operation and prevent it from cutting out. This is what we call the diagnostic mode. A small point of attention, in the lower right corner of the screen, you will also find the battery voltage, which indicates if the charger has been properly connected. Once the OBD cable is connected to the port, I can then turn on the ignition. proceed with the identification of the engine control unit. During the identification process, we will note a whole series of parameters, including, of course, the vehicle's chassis number, as well as the various software and hardware numbers that are related to the vehicle's engine control unit. So if the identification goes smoothly, you can proceed to read the engine control unit. Here, you see that only virtual reading is offered, which, as a reminder, means downloading the original file from our server. When you perform a read, you have the option to define the folder where you want to save the file. So here, I'll leave it in my documents. I click on Save. So now you can proceed with the reading. All right, once the processing is complete, the software will show you the folder where the file was saved. You can then send this file either to your preparer, meaning your file provider, who will handle the modifications. Alternatively, you can also open this file in an editing software, which will then allow you to modify the data and make the desired adjustments. Next, for writing, it's the very same process. You also perform an identification to ensure that the connection with the ECU is established correctly. And then you will click on Write and proceed to select the modified file from your computer. Within the framework of writing for this particular vehicle, you will also notice that we provide a solution referred to as back to stock, which enables you to return the vehicle to its original factory condition. So we have now reviewed together the essential steps for both reading and writing data using the OBD method. Under the bench and boot methods, you must first remove the vehicle's electronic control units and then connect to them. Again, no need to worry, everything is explained in the software step by step, and then once you've connected it, you'll proceed again with identification, reading, and then writing. We're already reaching the end of this video. I hope I've managed to answer most of your questions. If you still have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us via the website chat. As you've probably gathered, the tool was designed to be quick and very easy to use. We have also put in place a comprehensive set of protections that will prevent you from making any errors. And if you experience any difficulties, please don't hesitate to also contact our support team, who will be more than happy to assist you. I thank you for having watched this video. I also thank you for having placed your trust in AutoTuner. I hope the tool will meet all of your expectations, and I wish you a very good day.